What up? What up? What up? We are back with another episode of the Agents of Chaos podcast. I'm your host, Scott Anderson. I'm here with my co-host, my brother, Brandon Anderson. How you feeling today, good brother?
I'm cool, man. Cool, man.
Good.
Playing.
Good. So normally we get up here on the podcast and we talk about sports and stuff like that. But just so y'all can understand that sports is not the only thing that we do. We are two both very intense gamers. Brandon much more than I am, but I'm getting back into it. I'm starting to get my, get my gameplay back down a little bit. I've been on this has been my game of choice as of lately. Oh, see if I can get it in focus in the camera. Go on now, there we go. Boom, right there.
Yeah.
I know I probably shouldn't show it till they cut a check, but either way, this is the game that I like to play right now that I'm starting to play. And so on Call of Duty, they got like different levels. They got like zombies, they got multiplayer and all that other stuff. Me, I'm a campaign person. I love going to the campaigns, getting the campaigns done first, you know what I'm saying, doing like little side jobs and stuff like that. But I have to admit though, I have been playing some of the multiplayer games on there. They're actually pretty tough, man. When like people just jump in online or whatever and y'all just go at it. It's actually been pretty fun to do some stuff like that. But B, what's your game of choice right now?
Well, I mean, man, there's so many. Now, I will say I bought both systems now. So I
Okay.
have a PS5 and an Xbox. So I'm just for all the people out there, I'm mostly Xbox head for the most part, but I'm a gamer. I don't care what it's on. It could
Right.
be a PC, it could be an Xbox, it could be PlayStation. When I had before I remember I had PlayStation 2. I had, I think it was 64. I had 64
Uh-huh.
and Dreamcast, and they were
Jesus,
all,
Dreamcast.
I know, right?
Ooh.
And they was all, I had this little thing where you could put them all on a switch, and I would
Hmm.
turn the switch, and it would put on on the TV whatever game I had. So
I
that's
got you.
the idea. The Wii, I like games, so it's like mostly for me, it's like RPG. So role playing games. I love role playing games. I love first person shooters. Right now, I'm always working to get my rotation of games, and then we'll talk about some of those, and then some of the reasons why I don't like sports games a lot of times, not like I
Right.
used to. But my rotation right now, I'm getting back into Destiny 2. I used to be a real heavy
Right.
on like that's almost all I played really. And then but I'm starting to branch out a little bit more. Destiny 2's kind of slowed down a little bit, so it's great for new people. I know you said you gonna start doing that, so we're gonna put
Yeah,
some
I've been playing Destiny a little bit too. Yeah,
yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
on Twitch. We're gonna be on Twitch on that, doing those things, and we'll give all our handles and everything after. But rotation right now, I got that. I have this game called Dragon Age Veilguard. I played that. Started playing that because I played all the Dragon Age games before that. That's another
Okay.
rotating game. Um, Sniper Four Elite, not Sniper Four Elite is one I'm playing, and it's like a World War II. I think I told you about it. It's a sniper game.
Yeah.
We can talk about COD because you're in on COD. Now, Call of Duty. Me and a friend of mine, we used to play Call of Duty all the time,
Hmm.
and I'm like you. I love the campaign parts. I like the story.
Yeah.
You and I,
Yeah.
but we gonna have to do movies too at some point because we like movies,
Absolutely.
you know. But
Absolutely.
but like I'm big on I was big on Call of Duty. I loved Call of Duty Ghosts. That's probably my favorite like of all time. Maybe that and Modern Warfare too.
Hmm.
But man, me and my boy used to play this one mode where they got rid of and it was called DMZ. And it was an extraction shooter. Basically you go in, you got a team of three, you got missions. You can play against other players if they're there. If they fight you, you can take their guns and customize them and you take them out and then you can get the guns yourself. But it was an
I got
extraction.
you.
And it was just so much fun, man, because it's nothing like going in, having an agenda, going in, getting stuff, making decisions. Should you go here? Should you
Right.
kill this person?
Right.
Should you do that or do this mission? And then have to get out before you get killed or get in a bad situation. So,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
it was so much fun. And but ever since they took it away, I just jumped. I'm off of COD, man. I'm off
I
of
got you.
Call of
I
Duty. Like I
got you.
haven't played it.
I got you.
You and your son playing zombies, and
Yeah,
I'm thinking about getting into that, maybe playing zombies, but right now I'm just I'm just disappointed that they decided not to continue with it and carry it over because that was probably the game mode that I played the most when I was playing COD after the campaign.
I got you. And a lot of people are saying that they took a lot of stuff out of the newer one that were in some of the ones that you had mentioned. And it's funny because I go back to when we was younger, we lived in Cali, how we would put on Bone Thugs and Harmony and play Laura Croft, Tomb Raider. And we
Yeah,
would just sit in the room and play Tomb Raider, and one person would be on the sticks, and it'd be like four people in the room, and we'd be like, "Nah,
right.
man, go this way." Like, "Nah, go up over here." Like we stand there, we get stuck on the spot, and then all of a sudden, it's like, "Hey, man, you sure we can't climb that wall right there?" And then we boom,
Yeah,
go climb the wall, and then find like, "Oh, this is the area we got to be into." So to me, that's the funnest part about playing like the campaigns of the games and things like that is the discoveries and stuff that you get to make. Like, I know, what was it? Missy Elliott and Timberland, they had a record, and every time we play Star Fox, remember Star
yeah,
Fox? We
I
talk.
remember that.
It's the love, yeah, I love you. That joint, we thought throw that joint on, and boom, we play a Star
Man,
Fox. You know what
dang,
I'm saying? Going crazy on that. So those are the memories I have of the gaming, and that's why I'm liking getting back into it because it just kind of like, yo, it's cool to slow down a little bit, man, and just hop on the sticks real fast and play a
this
couple of
cat
games
said
and stuff
Star
like that. It's
Fox, man.
cool.
You took it back.
Yeah. Oh man, listen, and I'm gonna be real with you, man. It's been a minute since I was gaming, so now that I'm back on gaming, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Lying to yourself, saying, "Oh, I'm about to just get on for 30 minutes." Stop. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna be on that
No,
joint for like 6 hours, like because
no,
you're
no.
gonna get immersed into it. So listen, you're
Right.
gonna be on there for a minute, man. Before you know it, you're getting called. Oh, I completely forgot about it, but yeah, man, it's really really cool. So I did know that you said you backed away from the sports games, and the last time I played a sports game, Mike Vick was on the cover of Madden. That was the
Oh,
last time I played Madden, like any type of a sports
that's
game.
2004.
Yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong. Remember there was Fast Break. They had NBA Jam. You know what I'm saying? And then I
Yeah,
did play. I did play. When I say sports game, I mean like really like a Madden type sports game. I love NFL Street. Like that was the game.
yeah, that was
That
fun.
one, and there was another one too where you could see the bones breaking when you hit them and stuff. It's like Blitz. I think it's
And
called
Blitz,
NFL
NFL
Blitz.
Blitz.
Blitz. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like those types of the sports games too. Yeah, those was extremely fun to play, man. For real, for real.
So this is this disclaimer for the ladies. Let me just let you
Mhm.
understand something. When you date a gamer, when you date a gamer, if you worried about which you know if you got trust issues in your relationship, I'm not going to discuss how you should handle that. But if you do, and you married to or you dating a gamer, buy him a game.
That's it.
Due to be in the house for at least 30 days. So
Ever.
let me just get at
Slide
this
some food under the door every now and again.
being in there for 30 days.
Yeah.
But like so me and my roommates when I lived in Pittsburgh a while ago, this is over 10 years ago, but like we would play Madden and we had franchise mode, but it was us
Yeah.
three in the house. We'd always play franchise mode, and we'd always pick teams that were all in the NFC, so that way we'd all have to play each other.
Mhm.
My boys, like we would play each other because me and my other roommate, we were both Eagles fans, so we
Okay.
would play each other to
As the
see who
Eagles,
get to keep the Eagles that year.
I got you. I got you.
So
I got you.
and then so if we didn't do it, then we would we would pick up another team. I would pick up a team like the Saints or the Panthers, whoever had a nice,
Right.
nice whatever uniforms. And then my other boy, he'd be the 49ers because he was a 49ers fan. But man, those games was intense, boy. Like we would be like sitting next to each other, just like nobody's talking. You got the sticks in front of you, you just playing, and you just like, man, you just kind of looking over, and it was so intense. And I missed the franchise with my boys. But then as I started playing games, it's just like it started to get a little bit the graphics exponentially went crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then the AI got so ridiculous and it just was so monotonous after a long time. What got me back into sports games this year? Well, not say that because I was playing like NBA 2K for like all that. I played NBA 2K for a little bit, but man, you go to NBA 2K and they have all these different modes. I like the career mode, which is
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah.
but they had one where you play like in the rec and you'll play with other players. You be on there.
Yeah. Like on the blacktop.
Oh man, bro, listen. But sometimes you'll play like you can play outside, and then you can play
Hmm.
like in a like a rec league
Right.
indoors.
Right.
Dudes be talking so much trash, and they'll
Oh,
be
I can
going.
only
They'll
imagine.
just be building their players to do all kind of ridiculous stuff. It was just unrealistic, and I'd be getting listening to them, and I try not to get mad, but sometimes them dudes be making me upset, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't we really play? You feel me? Like let's strap up right now. Let's go to the court. You know, I'm like, let's go outside. Since you talking like that, you acting crazy. I'm like,
Oh,
well, like, oh,
oh,
you trash. I'm like, nah, you trash, nigga. Let's play.
oh,
Let's go
oh,
outside. You know what I'm saying? Come to that.
oh.
But like, so I don't mess with sports games that much anymore, man. But
I
like
got you.
I did jump back into college football 25, 24, 25.
How
College,
is it? Is it good? Is it good?
oh man, I love it. I missed it so much. College football used to be so much fun on EA Sports, man. It was so much fun. Shout out to
Right.
that. I'm playing it now. I love it. I played it. It's probably one of the games I played the most last year. It's
Okay.
just because it's just all the schools, you get to play the schools, you got the rivalry games, you got the school spirit, you got the mascots. It's just college football is different, man. Like the whole atmosphere and the love is different. I didn't play Madden. I got Madden because I thought I was gonna take the players from my college and used to put them in the game for Madden.
I got you. I
They don't
got
let you
you.
do that no more. So
I
so
got you.
maybe they'll change it upcoming year, but that's why I kind of stepped away from sports games because you kind of it'd be recycling the game.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got an iPhone and I have an Android.
Right.
But playing sports games is like having an iPhone.
Right.
Every year they come out with a new one,
Just a smaller upgrade than the one before. It's just a small
something little,
tweak to
man.
it.
And I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, nah, I'm not going to do that again.
I
But
got you.
if you want to get into a sports game, I recommend playing College Football 25. Try it out if you want to get back in. It's
I
a lot
got
of fun.
you.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
See, the games that I love to play like are like Spider-Man, Batman, Arkham Asylum. You know what I
Oh
mean?
man,
Games like that.
great
I
game,
played this game. Me and my cousin AJ, we used to play a game called Army of Two. It's just YouTube, like
bruh.
going through like battles and stuff. Like that was one of the craziest. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that game. I don't know if a lot of people know about Army of Two. Like, but yo,
Man,
that game was
that was
serious.
peak co-op.
Yes, yeah,
Peak
serious right
co-op
there.
games, Army of
Yeah,
Two, bro.
and my the one game that I'm always going to have a love and an affection for is Resident Evil. You know what I
Of
mean? Because I
course.
still haven't beat the second one. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But what got me out of it
Love Resident Evil.
was when it started to be to where you could switch between players who
Yeah,
did different things. So I would
yeah.
have to get off of being, Claire or whatever, and I had to go be some other random person that could pick a door or pick a lock. I'm like, she's SWAT, bro. She should be able to do everything. Just have them follow me and flash the light. I don't need to run around with a crowbar. You know what I'm saying? Trying to pick locks as another character. So I just started getting back onto that too a little bit. I played it a little bit, and then there was another one that we were talking about. It was a game that took place in a prison. It was like a scary game that took place in a prison. I can't think of the name of it, but
Hmm.
when after everything is done and I can think about it when I'm saying this part, I'm gonna post the picture of it so you can see what it is. That game was intense. So what happens is it's like this guy's is like was like in an insane asylum prison type situation, and he gets out.
Okay.
He has to go back in there and try to figure out why he was in there. And then every now and again, what happens is he gets like these flashes of like what they were doing to him, and it jumps on the screen like for crazy jump scares. So when
Man,
you're
I think
playing
I
this game at
remember that
night,
game, but I can't
yeah,
think of
I
the
can't
name
think of
of
the
it.
name of it. Every time I talk about it, I get the name and then I forget about it. Then I forget the name of something. I forget the name, but it was probably one of the best games that I played as far as like how the scary games go, like things like that. But that game was super intense, man. Super intense. You remember Max Payne?
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember Max Payne.
That was the first game that introduced everybody to drugs because you had to take painkillers. You gotta take. I'll just be taking painkillers for the sake of taking painkillers. Man, you get
Oh
shot, you
man,
don't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like those are the types of games that I love to play. You end up playing like all day long. I think the one game I played the longest, I would have to say close to maybe 12 hours was Scarface. When they came out with Scarface, because it was a lot
Mhm.
like Godfather, to where you got to go through the missions, but you got to drive around the city and stuff like that. And That
Yeah,
was probably, and I love how you get to upgrade your clothes or upgrade your gear. You know what I'm saying? When you
yeah,
when you do like GTA,
yeah,
very
yeah,
similar to GTA. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
And,
yeah, I don't play GTA as much because everybody tell me I look like Franklin. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna we're not gonna mention that. Now you can't unsee it. Now you
talk
can't
about
unsee
why
it.
did they say you look like Franklin?
All of my son's friends, every time, bro, you look
Y'all
like
not even
Franklin
the
from
same
GTA. I'm
color.
like, what are y'all talking about? They're like, yo, you look like Franklin from GTA. I get on the game. I said, I hate every kid born after born
Yeah.
after you know what I'm
Hey,
saying, around this time
that's
frame.
okay
So
because every my kids, I turn them into gamers, my daughter and
yeah,
my sons, both my sons, and they always be clowning me because I look like the typical the generic black dad in every video game and every cartoon, bald head with a goatee. Every black dad that you see he's over 45 or 50, they look like me.
oh
Like, you
man.
know what? Y'all can shut up. How
Gotcha.
about how about
Nobody
that part?
asked you anything.
I'm the creative character. I'm the generic when they start.
Oh man. What
Creative
about you
character.
start with?
I'm just, no no hair, no
Oh,
nothing. Just beard.
oh,
Oh, there you go. That's the black man.
oh man. Oh
Foul. My kids
man.
are terrible. But
Also Def Jam Fight for New York. And I think that was on that, but see,
now,
the first time I played that though, it was on the handheld games PlayStation.
oh, okay, like the
The
PlayStation Portable.
yeah, PlayStation, yeah, PSP. You had to put the little CD disc thing in the
Yep,
back of that joint.
yep,
That's
yep.
the first time I played that one. That game will go crazy.
Well, so I love like both of those games. Like I love those games, but like we'll have to do like as we do these, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, like as we do these, we're gonna be talking about games specifically. We'll be talking about games that we like that
yeah,
should be redone. Some of the games that they have remastered. Some games that will come in and say, XYZ, why we like this game and why we don't like this game.
yeah,
Um, but I'm real big on role playing games because, like you said, like I said before, I love movies, and it feels like you're playing a movie
yeah.
when you have a role playing game. And so there's the ones I can rattle off the top of my head, and I'm telling you, if you get into them, you will. Well, Dragon Age is one of them. One of them you haven't played. It's kind of a sci-fi-ish game. It's called Mass Effect, and
I've heard of
there's
that one.
yeah Redemption. There's a lot of like RPG games and it's not a lot of them out that are have the like that are franchises. They
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times they're trying to do a lot of standalone games. But we'll do reviews on like free games, games that we're playing, games that kids are playing, and then also we gonna have to stream and
Yes,
get people on our streaming services when we're playing.
yes,
We're gonna have to
yes.
stream together and do some stuff because it's gonna be a lot of fun. You see some of the games you playing. We obviously this is near and dear for me because I'm in gaming my whole life. It's just, I mean, I'm going back to Nintendo. I got the Mario Brothers shirt on. That's for a reason because I remember when you couldn't pause your game and save it. You'd be like,
Damn.
put pause and you go and be like, all right, I'm gonna go play with my friends. Don't turn off my Nintendo.
Yeah.
My Nintendo. And the worst thing was when you would come home after playing for like 3, 4 hours, and your mom went to your room and turned your game off because she saw the light on, and you'd be like, "Oh, why you? No, I'm about to start over from the
Fam.
beginning."
Fam. It's what they will get is the scientist and the MacGyver we became to make sure a Nintendo game worked.
Yeah,
When we knew, like, if don't shut the lid down, like, don't shut it down, leave it up, put it down. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Or that
yeah,
feeling when you're trying to clean off your PS2 game and you sit there and it finally starts to come on and play. You know what I'm saying? That feeling
yep.
that you get, man. Listen, playing games like that back in the day, man, it made me even think about a few of them, like Sonic on Sega Genesis. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Playing Sonic on Sega Genesis. I don't know who was the sound designer, but Sonic had some of the dopest music
The soundtracks,
ever,
the soundtracks.
ever. Was some of the
I'm,
dopest music. I mean, then you had Zelda. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Zelda was a crazy game. And I know for a fact when I say this when you're gonna flip Mega Man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mega Man, the little purple
Mega
little
Man was
blue
my
dude running
jump off.
around with the cannon on his head. Man,
Mm-hmm.
those were that. Oh, hold on, Contra,
Bruh,
Con,
Contra.
Contra, Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Those are. See, now we're getting back to it. Like you know what I'm saying. That's where all of this started. Like it's you know what I'm saying. Like it's so crazy, bro. I think I might just go cop a Nintendo and just play some old school games. I don't know if it's gonna sync with the smart TV or not, but
Hey, listen.
man,
I literally had this conversation with a friend of mine. She was talking about I want to go and get Nintendo and get all the old Nintendo games and play the
yeah,
Nintendo. Like the ones where
yeah,
you put the cartridge in, blowing it, and be like shaking the joint around a little bit so that way you make sure that it works.
right,
Like,
right,
like that's how far back we go when it comes to gaming. And like gaming is one of those things that we're gonna see. So we may not do a whole lot of podcast reviews of it,
right.
but we're gonna have a whole lot of content and videos of us playing games and reviewing the games. And then maybe at the end of the week, we'll go over some things like what we liked about some of the games we've been playing, or if there's new games that come out. Man, there's there's another just nostalgia game. I don't know if you had a chance to play it, but when Xbox 360 came out with the Kinect, where
Mm-hmm.
it had your motions and your body movements, and it could track like kind of like the Wii, but the Xbox 360 had the Kinect, and they
Yeah,
had Star Wars, bruh.
yeah,
They had Star Wars, and I loved playing Star Wars because now I'm like, and they got it now too. But
right.
I'm talking about this is back, when there's a 360. So who knows how many decades ago that is? But
True,
just
true, true.
to connect would be a camera. That thing moved up and down, and it
Yeah.
looking at you, and it had its own like power pack. But I'll be playing Star Wars, and I'm like using the Force and picking things up and throwing things down. It had a lightsaber. It only had like 3 levels, but
Right, right, right.
replaying those levels over and over and over, again. And that kind of ushered us into that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
It was so much fun spending time learning, like seeing the games evolve is what was crazy to me.
Right.
Now you watch a game. Sometimes people will come in and watch the games and look at it and they'll be like, "Yo, you watching a movie? Oh no, that's actually a game." Like
Yeah,
that's where we're at now with the
yeah,
graphics and the processing speeds of all these computers. You basically got a computer, on your console when you're playing these games now. So
yeah,
much
yeah.
fun, and I'm just glad to still have that desire. I don't think it'll ever leave for me.
Right,
I'll
right.
always be a gamer. And even for you, like you didn't
Yeah,
play for a while, but now you're getting back into it. And then you start to remember like how much you was
yeah,
like
yeah.
cracked out on game.
Fam. So I played battle zone area on the game. I'm like, let me just get up on here and see what it's hitting for, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
I get up on the zone, I got my gun, jump out the plane with parachute. They got me dressed like the bull from Squid Games or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Jump out with parachute. I'm like, all right, let's get busy. I get down, see somebody. Okay. Put my armor in, go grab a different gun. Like, I said, oh, I'm good at this. Hold on. Start switching my guns around. Needless to say, my first time playing, I got third place. It was on Solo Boy, like you know what I'm saying. And I was like,
Mm,
yo,
okay.
okay. I was like, yeah. Now I remember. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, going back to when we played 007. Remember with the golden gun?
Yeah.
Four squares on the screen. Four squares on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just gotta go out and find it. You know what I'm saying? And it did go
Yeah.
back into the campaign joint of it. So yeah, it's really cool, man. The one thing I do say about it sometimes is I know they said now with a lot of the games you can get what are called, I guess they're called mods, or you can get hackers where they get things that have
Oh
like
yeah.
aim assist, or they allow you to see through walls, which kind of cheapens it if you have to go get all that type of stuff to become good at something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
I
almost like
agree.
people like you know what I mean, enhancements to make yourself better at something. If you just sit and you play long enough, man, and you study it, man, you're gonna get good at it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You'll learn the levels, you'll learn the boards, you'll learn, you know what I'm saying, and things like that that you're supposed to do. But yeah, man, I had a really good time on that joint, bro. So what I do is I tend to keep my microphone muted, but I want to hear everybody else screaming. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else yelling and cursing and the whole night. It's
Right.
so funny because people be on there going crazy. So
Oh yeah.
I'm like, now I could appreciate the reels that I've seen where people be on there with the raging
Oh
because
man.
on certain games, like even as soon as you respawn, someone may see you respawn and yeah, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people start raging out
It's
on
the
there. Like
thing.
I never understood it, but I get it now. You know what I'm saying? After playing the game,
Thing.
I get how that could frustrate the hell out of you. And I do love how they added the character skins to the games to where you can be like you could be a Ninja Turtle, you could be Michael Myers, you could
Yeah,
be the
yeah,
Terrorizer. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You could be just about anybody on the thing. So I think that that's really really cool, man. I did like
I,
those
I
features that they added.
I agree with that. What kind of got me into like, and before I used to hate to admit it that I play like Fortnite
Yeah,
or any of those kind of games because they're considered like kiddie games, but there's so many people that play it, and
right,
I got into it with the kids because I was playing Fortnite with my kids, and it's just so much fun.
right.
Like watching the game, like playing the game. You got different skins, they got different little dances, all that stuff. But I'm
Emotes,
not,
emoting.
yeah, I'm not opposed to PvP, which is
Hmm.
player versus player. If you don't know what that means, and obviously you don't game, so don't be listening to this one. But like I mean, like player versus player, I like it, but I'm not going to say I'm great, but I'm usually if I'm playing a game, I'm usually above average.
Right.
So I'm not the best at PvP all the time. I usually can hold my own. It don't even matter what kind of game it is. But there are some games where I'm playing something like Call of Duty or I'm playing Destiny 2 has a PvP feature, or I'm playing Fortnite or something, and I got moments where I pop off crazy. And
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, a little bit you get hype, you start feeling yourself a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of right
I'm
now.
him. I'm
I'm
him.
that dude right
I'm
now.
him for real. I'm him for real. And it
Yeah.
makes you go back. It makes you go back to when like because those types of when I'm going up against somebody, it's more like it makes me think of like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? When you got to
Oh
put your quarters
man.
up on it when you're in the arcade, you walk into the corner
Yeah.
store, you walk in the arcade, you put your four quarters up. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I got next on the thing, and you just sitting there going at each other. You know what I'm saying? Hitting them with the M Bison spin, using guile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ryu, Ken, and all them cats. Like that to me. Like that's the kind of like player versus player type stuff. I mean, the ones they got now where you can like float all around and everything. I'm like, stay
Yeah.
in one spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just move.
Yeah.
But they are pretty good. Like those are the types of games. You know what I'm talking about too, bro. Go to the store real quick, grab a bag of chips and juice. Let me
Yeah.
hop on the game real quick and play real fast. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple
Man.
rounds in. Like those are the games. Like Mortal Kombat, of course, without question. Street Fighter to go to, and they would have like career modes. You know what I'm saying? Like where you got to
Yeah.
go fight everybody, and then you end up at the boss level. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to fight, but
Yeah.
to go against people, that was way more fun than going through that. Like on those games, like nah, I want to play against somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And what's the
Yeah.
what's the old school one, bro? I'm gonna kick myself. Kung Fu.
Oh
Kung
my
Fu.
gosh.
Hold on one second, brother.
Kung Fu.
Sorry. It popped up on the screen that we are running out of time. I guess we're down to 9 minutes.
Huh?
We're down to 9 minutes.
Oh, that's cool. Don't worry
But
about it.
yeah, Kung Fu. It was in Juice.
Yeah.
Remember? It was like boom, boom, boom. Like you know what I'm saying?
So check this out though. This is so crazy that like, I'm gonna make this comparison.
Yeah.
A friend of mine sent me a video and it's on my story, and it was Ryan Clark talking about relationships.
Right.
Like back in the day, man, how it was we used to go. You had to go and talk to a girl. You had your
Right.
boys with you, and you had to be like, "Yo, which one you gonna talk to? I'm gonna talk to that one. Talk to that one." I'm
Right.
like, "Hey, why don't you go over there and see if they want to talk to us and holler and see which one would be your friend?" And you had to call some girl house,
Yeah.
be like, "Excuse me, Miss Johnson, can I talk to
Right.
Sabrina?"
Right.
And they'd be like, "All right, hold on, Sabrina." You had a boy on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the confrontations that we had to go through
Yeah.
when we was kids was
Yeah.
different. Gaming back then, those days, you want to talk about testosterone and building up stuff, and like you sitting next to a dude trying to hold just playing Mortal Kombat, and somebody
Yeah.
even combo is better than you, and you getting your butt kicked. You just looking over like, man, pick somebody else. Pick
Yeah.
somebody else. Yeah,
You only pick Chung Lee. You only
yeah.
get Chung Lee.
You
Yeah.
only using the kick. You only kick using
Yeah.
you cheesing. And like and like I realized that nowadays because you can play digitally, you can play on platforms and people you don't see them. everybody, it's just like social media. Everybody's got thumb
Right.
gangsters. They always talking that trash. They will say nothing to you in front
Yeah,
of you.
see, it came to the
But,
door.
but it was,
Lydia,
but
see,
it's
it came to the door.
it
Sorry.
was a different time. Like it built us into a place where when you play a verse like a fighting game, you had to be practicing. You had to be good. You wanted to try to be there, try to show
Boy,
your boys. I remember playing in college, man. I used to play in college, and this is bad for me even doing this, but I used to play play people, and this one girl, we would play like strip teching. Be like, listen, if I beat you, you gotta take something off. You know what I'm
that was
saying?
a different. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Same for me.
Absolutely.
Needless to say, end of the day, everybody don't know nobody got clothes on. You lose on purpose. But like, I mean, yo, Tekken was my jump off.
Yeah, Tekken. Tekken was
Other
definitely a game
game,
from back in the day.
this other game called King of Fighters. That's
Mm-hmm.
one of my games. Dead or Alive was another fighting game. I love the fighting games. Soul Calibur. That was basically
Okay, now we
Tekken
talking.
with weapons. That's what it was.
I would pick the dude with the big sword that had the eyeball in it.
Yeah,
The
Nightmare.
Excalibur joint, yeah, that was my guy, bro. That and the
Siegfried
drunken
and
master,
Nightmare.
the drunken master. Did you see sit out there hitting the
Yeah,
joint like that?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Excalibur was my game, bro.
yeah, man. Yo, there's lots of games, and I mean, obviously, um, there's some even more games that I'll put you on to. We'll play, and then we're gonna get content out there for everybody to see, comment on it. We'll start putting some stuff out there. But this is more like it's a forum for us to kind of just have some nostalgia, talk about some of the
Yeah.
games. You feeling how some of the games that we talking about, you'll know exactly where we're at. These are some of the things we're gonna be playing. Spider Man, I got on PS5. That's
Mhm.
one, the Spider-Man 2 on PS5 with Miles Morales and Peter Parker on that one. I love all the Spider-Man games. Superhero games is my thing too, man. Like they don't make a lot of good ones.
Right,
Don't make a
right.
lot of good ones, but those are some of my favorites. So
So,
we'll be touching on a lot more.
real quick, because I want to talk about two games. One of them my homeboy sent me, and
Mhm.
I haven't played it yet, but I want to look into it. But I want to ask you about how do you feel about the game Elden Ring?
So Elden Ring, I will say this. Elden Ring, I don't play it. I did try to play it. It's not my kind of game. And I'll tell
Okay.
you why. It's not because it's difficult. It's because it is difficult. It is difficult to play. You got to have a lot of patience. My son plays it. One of my boys plays it. It's visually stunning. The gameplay is fantastic.
Okay.
It's just if you like to just solo and build your character without any inhibitions, that's a great game. But for
Mhm.
me, I like to play games with like a kind of like a not I don't want like a legit storyline
Mhm.
where I have a purpose, I have a mission.
I got you.
Everything kind of has that, but it's a little bit loose. It's a lot looser. So you got
Okay.
an open world map. You can pretty much do whatever you want, wherever you want. You might stumble onto some things that you never even knew you could do. Me, I like to have like a path. I like to have a quest, side quest, choose this, find the side quest, do these types of things. Those are more my speed type of games. But Elden Ring, it's a good game. It's just not something that I would play.
I got you. And the other game was called I never heard of it. I actually thought he was sending me his username, but it's called Helldiver.
Now, Helldivers I haven't played, but I know people that have, and it looks like a good game.
Okay.
I haven't played it though, but I
Hmm.
am interested in. I've seen other people play it. Like I've been on Twitch and watched other people play it. One of my friends that I play Destiny 2 with, he plays it, and he likes the game. So I haven't myself, but it's definitely something that I'm interested in playing. I just want to see how it is and what the gameplay is like for me to play. I
I
don't know
got you.
what the whole point of it is too either, but but I'm I just
All right. Well, we got just under a minute left. So before around a minute left or so. So before we get up out of here, drop your Twitch handle and information so they can find you on there.
Yeah, it's a Revengeance 80 is my Twitch name.
All right.
It's also my Xbox username. I forget what my PS5 name is. I think it might be the same, but yeah, it's going to be under those. But you'll find me on Twitch on there.
All right. And my information on Twitch is uh Stone Cold Thanos 2, and you can see the same thing on the PS5. I'm contemplating changing it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The whole
You
Thanos thing
playing
is
with that
getting worn out
Jericho
of me.
Black? I like
I
that.
know. So be on the look for Jericho Black. Like, so Jericho Black might be coming out of the woodworks real quick. So and then once I make that name change, I'm gonna put that on every platform. It's gonna be on my Twitch. It's gonna be also on my PS5 and anywhere you find me for gameplay and stuff like that. So there's a possibility that Jericho Black could make an emergence. And Jericho Black actually has a beard. So that's how you know it's a character. I can never go. I can never.
You can't go beard.
I
You
can
can't
never.
go beard.
I can never. So
You can't do the
but yeah,
creative character.
absolutely.